Welcome, Internet, to the very first premiere, or should I say, very first episode, my bad. It's the first one I already screwed up. Anyway, this is the first episode of the North Star Coaster Show, which is basically a reimagining of my past live streams, but this time, every single time we do something like this, I'm going to have a special guest. And and you can already see him. I was gonna bring him on like this to make it all stylish, but yes, it's Renegade Kyle, one of my very best friends I made at Valley Fair. So Kyle, is your mic on?
Yes, it is. Hello, everybody.
Okay. Hello, everybody. All right, so we already got two, or it says like one person's watching. We did have two people watching when the intro was going.
I think I'm
But
the one person watching right now. That might be a little unfair.
wait, do you actually have a YouTube tab open?
Yes, I do. So I can look at the chat for the Q&A later, or when Mason says
What?
something, because I know Mason's gonna be watching.
There was two people. There it says two people. Okay.
I see two people waiting on my side.
So the entire intro, I was just introducing myself to like nobody.
Pretty much. It's done.
Hopefully I get more viewership once hopefully these things get more popular.
Oh yeah. Now like it sends out a notification for when you go live, so people should be rolling in here anytime.
Yeah, I already got 3 people up. How's everyone doing?
Feel free to say something in the chat, how you're doing. I'll just sit there, stare at your screen. I mean,
Wait, Kyle, can you see the comments feed on the StreamYard site? Because I can.
no. I cannot.
Okay, so I guess I have to do like a little pop-up.
Oh wait, maybe I can. Maybe I can. Oh yeah, now I can.
Oh, so you don't,
Three
you don't need
idiots
a
that
YouTube
play
tab.
Roblox said, "Yo." Maybe I don't need a YouTube chat because it's not showing. Nothing's showing up in the YouTube chat.
Interesting.
Oh wait, now it is.
This comment popped
I
up
don't
like
need the
20
YouTube
minutes
chat.
before the stream, so
I don't need YouTube chat anymore.
I don't need YouTube anymore.
So how do I check how many people are watching? Like, because I can't see that.
I think it says like, or for me it says there's 2 people. Like there's an eye. There's like an eye symbol, and there's 2 next to it, which tells me that there's 2 people watching. I don't know if you have that. It's like should be in the left corner, upper corner in the screen.
No, I don't see it.
Oh well, we have 2 people watching.
I'm just gonna take your word for it. I hope Mason is one of those people watching. Mason, if you're watching, say something in the chat so I can see that you're here.
He's gonna say some sort of inside joke that no one's gonna understand except for me or you and him and probably me.
He's texting the group chat.
He's texting the group chat.
But he's not in here.
Interesting. We should just tell him to get. We should just tell him to get over here. We should tell Mason, like the whole group chat, to get over here.
It's fine. I got the YouTube notification that you're live.
You know what we should do sometime? We should have like, we should have Mason and Calvin, and maybe Keegan like on the same stream and just make fun of Valley Fair.
Oh, Keegan! I love Keegan, but I think he's gonna be a little too chaotic, and his filter may not go through well with your family-friendly audience. Let's just.
He has the Valley Fair gossip, though.
He does. He does. He has a lot more than I do. I am not into the gossip as much.
Well, I did put on my story that this was happening today, and I think like over almost 100 people saw that. So hopefully that got the word out.
Yeah, people will come in. I trust the people will come in.
It's
I mean, we got 3 idiots that play Roblox. He's here. One guy who claims to be 3 is here.
Yeah, but that comment was posted like 20 minutes before the stream.
Oh.
Maybe he went to open a new tab. Maybe he's doing homework and we're distracting him. I don't know.
Probably.
Speaking of, I should probably be doing homework right now, but it's Friday. I have the entire weekend to do that, so I'm just gonna do the live stream right now.
I should also be doing my homework, but I don't feel like it.
Okay,
hey, Chris is here. We got Corkscrew Chris.
That's an old one. And we got Potexter in here. Welcome to the new live stream experience. Well, it's as new as I can make it. I have this set I made in like 20 minutes.
You look like you're at a school or something.
Yeah, my basement has lots of brick walls, so don't necessarily.
Oh, cool. Looks very professional. I like it. Magnum
I
Hyper
know
something back there.
I have like a bunch of these studio lights, and I did the best I could. This main one, though, is the bulb's going out, so I have to replace it.
Hey, Mason's here. He said, ah.
What's up, Mason?
Mason's like on a roller coaster. Hey,
And
hey,
Co-Star is
co-star.
here. I think that's how you pronounce that.
It's coaster. Just kidding. Hey, you
Yeah.
spelled
Yes,
hey
I'm
wrong.
indeed in a night school, Chris. Thank you for clarifying.
Wait, how come these chats are popping up on the screen but not on my chat over here? You know, I'll just take your word for it. All the chats popping up on the screen. I'll just respond to those. All right.
You want to just do that because I don't want to go through every single comment and click on it and then click off of it because that takes a long time. And then every time I do that, there's like 7 more comments that come down. And I'm like lose track of comments. So
I can't see the live chat. The latest thing I see is from Mason. Oh, now it shows up all at
it's
once.
slightly delayed. Oh, okay. So yours is just slightly
There we
delayed.
go. Alvin says, "Whoa, is that Taylor Bybee?" No, not in your wildest dreams.
Not even close, bro.
Okay, so Mason has a question
Oh,
here. You want to pop up Mason's question on here so we all can see it?
sure thing.
Mason says, as both of you haven't ridden either, which ride do you think looks better between Iron Gwazi and Zadra?
Iron Quasi. It's not even close for me.
I don't know. I think Zadra looks cooler just because it looks like a longer ride. Although I feel like
What?
a Gwazi
I
would be
think
a better ride, I think Zadra looks better.
Zadra just looks like a supersized Goliath. I
But
mean, that's probably
it's got so much to it. It's like so much
that
structure
is
to it.
true.
And Gwazi is just a turnaround, but essentially.
Okay, but let's be real here. Zadra is like the least, like the worst, or I'm guessing is the worst RMC hyper.
I don't know. I've heard people say it's better, so I guess it depends on what you're looking for. I don't really know. Isn't Zadra more like forces and stuff than
Zadra.
Airta? Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, I've seen POVs, but I've obviously never stepped foot in um Europe before. Where is
I'm
Zadra
kind of a
again?
suck. It's in Poland.
Poland.
Yeah. Energylandia, Poland.
Well, considering how long it's gonna take me to ride Iron Gwazi, it's probably gonna take me forever to get to ride that.
Mason's glad he got a good argument out of this. Shut up, Mason.
Oh, yep. He stirred up conflict. He did. He certainly did. Dude, Iron Gwazi just looks better.
Oh, I'm
Like
sure it's a better ride.
it has that death roll, and I'm sure Mason can
It seems
say
like it would be a way better ride, but Zadra just visually just looks cooler. But
it does
Gwazi's
look
like a
cool.
better ride. It just looks like a better ride.
I mean, Iron Gwazi doesn't look that ugly.
As a wise man once said, it's not about the size, it's how you use it.
Oh, anyways. Oh, we're off to a great start here, guys. Off to a great start.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
All
Well,
right,
what's our first topic?
well, Pipeline at SeaWorld is testing.
It
SeaWorld
look
Orlando, right?
I've only seen one video and the train looks too long.
It does look too long. It looks like a B&M hyper staggered seating like train.
It does, but then it looks like way too skinny. It looks long and I'm not finishing that, but it looks way too long.
Oh, I mean, it does look kind of cool though. Like
It
next to
does
the
look
water.
cool. Doesn't it
Like
only
that
have one
sunset.
inversion?
It has 2, I think. Could be wrong about that.
Somebody fact check us in the comments. I don't know how many
Yeah,
inversion it has.
Mason probably knows. Do you know if Pipeline will be open on Sunday? Calvin's
Oh yeah,
asking
oh yeah.
Kyle.
Hey, Calvin just slip them a 20, and they'll open it for you, just for you. Only you get to ride.
No, no, no. Slip them a $50 bill because inflation stuff like that.
Someone just says his history and leisure says I was watching review time video and I hear Kyle mention size without context.
Oh, you came at a great time, history and leisure.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. Next thing you know, we're gonna be making like North Star coasters out of context videos.
He thought this was a completely different stream.
Oh yeah.
Mason said it has one inversion.
Oh okay.
Which is kind of weird because isn't this supposed to be like a spiritual successor to like a B&M stand-up? Like,
yeah, exactly. Why do I feel like they're trying to go for more airtime, which I don't think is gonna work with them bouncy seats.
And also vest restraints.
Yeah. Wait, seriously? It has vest restraints?
Well, they kind of look like vest restraints. I don't know if they're actually vest restraints, but if we take a look at the picture, I'm looking this up.
Mason just said they're running one train ops, 5-minute dispatches on Pepsi right now. He's at the Mall of America listening to this live stream.
Oh my gosh, how can he hear us?
I don't even know.
Okay, Kyle. Let's see. Can I share my screen, do you think? That'd be crazy.
Yeah, there's a present button down below.
Present. Oh, I've never actually done this before.
Mason's got his AirPods, so he can't hear everybody around him. Bring up those vest restraints or something. You know what's the best
Yeah, no,
kind of
I'm working on
restraints?
it. There we
The
go. There we
restraints that
go.
are on my profile picture. Oh yeah, those do look like vest
Those
restraints.
are vest restraints.
That is
I don't know about that.
That is sickening. I don't think I want to ride a vest restraint while standing up and then bouncing at the same time.
Well, the bouncing kind of looks cool because like you're getting airtime, but your feet are going up too.
Are they though? Like, I don't know. I feel like it's gonna be like the old stand-ups. I've been on 2 stand-ups and like your feet really like never leave. Because the old stand-ups had a part that goes between your legs that also went up and down. Not
Yeah,
really
but
the
that
same,
locked
but
in place. That definitely it locked in place.
oh
And
yeah,
if you're
yeah, it
like
does.
me and you rode Vortex at Carowinds and you like over adjusted it by accident, it's a completely different ride.
Mason says he thinks vests will work better with bouncing standing up compared to sitting down rides.
He does have a point there, but I mean, it depends on how tight the vest restraints are going to be, or like will they have like a little bit give to them, like the vest part, not like the actual restraint, but it's like the vest part.
I'm thinking of the vest restraints on Banshee where it, like absolutely cut off blood at your legs. I'm thinking of those, and that's why I don't think I'm
Yeah,
gonna
but you're
like
standing
it.
up though. You're standing up,
That's true. So maybe it'll cut off blood
so
at my
it
waist.
could be better. It could be better.
It could be better. I don't know. Um, Gam Edit
Guess it,
says,
let's
"Have you
see.
been to Silver Dollar City?" In fact, we both have actually. If you check
Yes,
out
if
Micah's
you
latest, one of his latest vlogs, you can see both of us and John Bolanos, Calvin, and
being M
Mason
boy.
at Silver Dollar City together, being idiots all over the place as usual.
Never.
Maybe. Imagine if Carson's watching right now.
He probably is, bro.
Carson,
Let's
if
see.
you're out there,
There's
shout out
7
to you.
people.
Shout out to the most famous coaster account, Minnesota Thrills.
On
I'm
most
sorry,
famous
that
on
was
Instagram.
yeah. There you go. Most famous on Instagram, Minnesota Thrills. Knockoff coaster idiots. Oh yeah, Mason
Yes.
knows.
Which, by the way, I do have some news about that for anyone who's watching. Mason has that channel. It's called Minnesota Coasters. Some of you already know, and I'm actually going to share the knockoff coaster idiots branding with his channel too. So both of our channels will be posting knockoff coaster idiots content. But Mason
And
gets to travel more, so his probably more entertaining, to be honest. But every now and then I'll have a good vlog. But
oh yeah, I've also been
so yeah,
given permission by Micah to film, but I will not be uploading to my channel. I'll just be giving them to Micah to edit. But I may or may not be filming some in the future. if
Ooh,
Micah's not
you
able to
you heard
show
it
up.
here. You heard it here first. I
Might
am I
be.
am pretty
That's not a
busy.
guarantee. It might be because as you all know, I do work at Valley Fair, so I will be at the park a lot more often. So if I feel like it, I might film here and there.
Mm. Yeah, but History and Leisure says he knows that Micah myself is a busy guy, which is true because
Oh yeah.
I just got back from a basketball tournament, a conference tournament. That was like the whole weekend. In the weekends usually when I edit my videos. So I mean, I don't have basketball season anymore, so I probably have more. I definitely have more
Oh
time.
yeah. More time for coasters.
Yes, I actually cannot wait for the season to start. It's not this off season's taking way too long as it usually does.
Oh yeah.
Spring break's
Um,
definitely going to be busy at Nickelodeon. I can tell.
are you going to Nickelodeon over spring break?
I mean, spring break is like a hard time to go because like it's always busy and it's Nickelodeon. All right, I like Nickelodeon, but I can never spend more than like 4 or 5 hours there without getting bored.
That is so true. That is so true. Whenever I go there like at night, and I only spend like maximum 2 hours at the park, and then I dip.
Just to get a
It's,
ride on like Pepsi or Log Shoot, then
no,
you're out
it's
of
pretty
there.
much just log shoot. There really is no other option.
I
Most of
mean,
that 2 hours is spent waiting in line for log shoot, actually.
yeah, yeah, for real, for real. History and Leisures is asking if if I do play a second sport. I did back in the fall. That was cross country, which I was actually pretty decent at cross country. Made it to state sections, but failed miserably.
Yep. What's your plans for the
What's your
2023
plans for
season?
2023 season? Okay, Kyle, you can go first if you want to share.
Um, well, I'm not really sure, but I do know one
Okay.
thing is for sure. Well, actually two. The first one is that you guys can find me pretty much every single day at Valley Fair this year. I will probably be at Excalibur again. It's like
Yeah,
90%
you
sure
better
that I
be.
will be at Excalibur. Um, if not, it's like Wild Thing or something, or Renegade, one of
No.
those rides. I'm probably gonna be back at Excalibur again.
Excalibur
Um,
is the best crew, guys.
oh yeah,
I'm telling
Excalibur
you.
crew for the win. But
North
then
Star
other than
Coast is
that,
approved.
the trip I have planned so far is Ace Around the World, and then I plan at some point during the summer. Don't have a confirmed date yet, but I will be heading out to Kings Island and Cedar Point with Corkscrew Chris, and probably will be going to Coaster Christmas again after September. Well, I want to make it back out to Silver
Yeah.
Dollar City again. That was a lot of fun.
Yeah. So, I mean, so far for me, I mean, it's going to be a different year or different summer because I'm going to a conference in um, Colorado for 2 weeks. So that's going to take out a chunk of my getting away out of work time. And then, so, okay, let's talk parks. I'm planning as of now, this could change. I'm planning to go to Six Flags Great America because I haven't been to that park, but I've
Park's
been trying to
great.
for like 5 years. And then I'm also going to try to hit up Michigan's Adventure while I'm out there,
Honestly,
just to
though,
get
I
out of
kind of
the
want to
way.
try it too. I want to see if I can get there at some point
Yeah,
this summer as well.
I'm like the main reason why I want to go to Michigan's Adventure so bad is because I'm actually curious about that park. Like it's so hard to get to, like no one talks about it. I'm really curious about it.
Yeah. So we got a few comments here. I see Mason says Excalibur Kyle, but then Three Idiots says, Kyle, do you operate Excalibur? Yes, I do. Last year was my first season at Valley Fair, and I operated Excalibur the whole entire year and Thunder Canyon, and I plan on going back this year to operate those two rides once again.
He also broke Thunder Canyon once.
I may or may not have broken it multiple times. That ride
I
was so
remember
easy to
I,
break.
I remember that week. It was down for a whole week.
Literally, it just the pumps just didn't work. It was just sitting dry, bone dry. And I was the one in the control booth that watched the pumps just all shut off at once. It was ridiculous. I was just sitting there like about to dispatch a few rafts, and all of a sudden I see the water level slowly draining and the gates aren't opening, and I'm like, oh look at that. Looks like we're losing water. All
Oh
right. And then we
yes.
had to evac the ride. It was amazing. What's the next one? It says, and Kyle, can you link your channel? Well, no, because
I
it's
will in the
not
description.
It's
Can I
not
do
what
that?
you think it is. My YouTube channel is meant for Minecraft and other related things. Like it's a gaming channel. I don't post like my roller coaster content on there, so that's where my Instagram is. My YouTube channel is meant for like Minecraft roller coasters, my Minecraft server, and any other games I feel like playing. So if you're looking for coaster content, it's not the place to go. Look from my YouTube or look at my Instagram uh channel. Hold on.
Originally, my channel was also going to be a gaming channel, but I don't know. I just thought coasters were more fun to talk about for
I
me
can't I
personally.
can't do the vlogging very well yet. I'm a video editor more than a vlogger. That's what I'm better at.
I'm still trying to figure out vlogging, bro. I can't get it to the point where it's like the same level as coaster idiots, like the actual coaster idiots, because that's like the
I think we're better than them already. Like we don't need to be the same level. We're already above. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
we're already like levels and leagues ahead of them, guys.
Oh yeah. What is O'Hare? I see a bunch of people talking about O'Hare. What is
That
that?
is one of the busiest airports in the world. It's in Chicago.
Oh. See, I don't travel that.
There's
I
also
don't
a
travel
Midway
by plane.
airport. Yeah, I'm too broke to travel by plane. Okay,
I love
last time I was in
actually.
a plane, I jumped out.
Oh yeah, I remember that video. Actually, traveling by
That is
plane is one of
the
my favorite modes of transportation, other than roller coasters. Actually, my real
dude. I wish
favorite
roller
is my
coasters
my
were
actual favorite is maybe.
maybe. We need to bring to light that joke next time we do a Valley Fair vlog. We have to. We
Oh,
have to.
we are.
No, I remember like the bloopers for the cuts I made for the Sonar City vlog. I was asking Mason what his favorite ride was, and he's like, I don't know, maybe. We
Maybe.
all started laughing for like 5 minutes straight.
That was, dude. That part of the vlog, like, I wish you kept that in there. I remember filming that part, and that like stuck out so well to me.
I'll bring it back. I'll bring it back. I'll say last time on Knockoff Coaster, maybe.
Maybe. No one's gonna remember it.
No one's gonna remember that. Yeah. All
What's
right, we
the
have
next
lots more
topic you
comments
got?
coming up.
Oh yeah, a lot more
Next
comments.
topic.
Yeah, what do you got for the next topic? I'm kind of curious what else you got here. I heard something
Well,
about
in other news, Valley Fair is opening on May 14th.
and we don't have any news yet of season pass preview, which I plan to
We
go,
don't.
chaps. It's
Yeah,
gonna
I plan to
happen.
go to that too.
So
How early in the month is that?
if you guys want to ride
Is that gonna be
rides
on
with both
Friday
of
and the
us,
Saturday before?
it's probably the Saturday before. If you want to ride rides with both of us, Valley Fair season pass preview, buy it now. Only like 60 some dollars.
I actually still need. I actually still need to renew my Valley Fair season pass.
Seriously, get the all season fast lane, Micah.
Yeah.
It's the way to go.
No, dude, I'm so broke. I wish. See, okay. I'm not. My parents don't allow me to have a job during the school year, so I don't have like any income right now.
Oh, I see.
All right, some other
Oh yeah,
topics.
Kyle, you're that one op I saw at Excalibur. Well, it was more than just me, so you could have seen somebody else, but yeah, I
Yeah,
was
like
at Excalibur a lot.
Mason.
Mason was there for 2 days.
with a Plant Snoopy shirt on.
Yes, with the Planet Snoopy shirt on. He looks ridiculous. He stuck out like a sore thumb, but it was awesome. I loved it.
They have all kinds over by Excalibur, guys.
Excalibur crew is just built different.
Oh, it's the
Mason
best
is
crew at Valley Fair.
actually going to be working at Valley Fair starting this year at the beginning of the year, and I
Is he
heard
working
rumors
at
that he may or may
Excalibur?
not be a team lead of Renegade. I don't think I'm supposed to say that out loud, but I
Ooh.
did. So Mason can comment.
Valley Fair is gonna find you, Kyle, and like totally just cancel you.
It's not a guarantee yet, but it's just a rumor right now. Mason can confirm it in the comments if he feels like it.
Oh, so Mason says it's all season Fastlane's not worth it for me.
It's worth it all the time. I actually plan on upgrading mine to a platinum pass if I have the money for it.
Yeah,
Cause
but see,
Worlds of Fun.
oh yeah,
That's
Worlds
why.
of Fun. You're gonna ride Zambezi Xener.
Oh yeah, ace around the world. I'm so excited for that trip.
I wish I
I'm
could
so
come, but
excited
I'm
to get to
graduating that day.
my first ever credits on all the rides at Worlds of Fun because I've never actually been there before.
You see, if it was a regular school day, I would totally skip and go with you, Kyle, but I kind of need that diploma.
Yeah, that's true. You might want that a little bit more. Unfortunately, your education's a little bit more important than riding a few roller coasters.
I wish it wasn't, but oh, I wish my education was riding roller coasters. I would be the best student in the world.
Well, I mean, you can get a job in testing out roller coasters. That is a thing. Do I know where to go? No. Well, actually, my job is to test ride the roller coasters in the morning. So I guess technically I already got it.
All right, so we got some more comments here. Comment.
Uh-oh, Mason just left. Not Mason. Sorry, Micah. Micah just left. Yay, I'm entertaining the stream here. All right, let's do this. Mason says trimless Mamba.
Happened.
Don't worry, I was annotating the troops for us.
I accidentally hit Leap Studio. Come on,
Oh, let me try. No, I'm just
doing this
kidding.
new show.
I got this. Don't worry about it. I'll take the reins. Jesus, take the wheel. That's probably what Chris is doing right now, because Chris has said he was driving home. He's probably like, Jesus, take the wheel.
I'm sick of hearing Kylo's voice in the radio.
Literally. We were playing Catan last night, and I beat him both times. Maybe that's why. Y'all play Catan in the comments? It's a great game. You should play it.
Katana is a pretty good game. Oh, accidentally hit a comment. Oh, and History and Leisure says, but what do you want to do after graduation? Well, hopefully I can take, some sort of coaster trip before I have to focusing on a job and college and stuff like that. So life can be crazy sometimes, but hey, I manage.
I'm already in the after graduation phase, so
Lucky.
basically what I'm doing right now. Hey, Strong Arm 11. He said he's here. Hello.
And we also, so Mason said that he got the interview today. Went well, and I have been told I had a great chance to be at Renegade. So you can find Mason most likely at Renegade this coming season.
Oh yeah, Renegade. Yeehaw. Listening to the stream while watching hockey. Sounds fun.
Never actually been into hockey myself.
I've never been into
I know
any
it's like a really
sports.
big sport in Minnesota, but yeah, I've never really been into any sports too. Like I am a Twins fan, but that's because I've always been a Twins fan. Like I don't really follow them. I just do it because it's part of me now, I guess.
I've been practicing my yeehaws in the mirror. Go, Mason!
What do those look like?
I don't think I want to know what else he does in the mirror. Let's just be honest here.
It's like you see him shirtless. He's like, yeah. Oh.
Oh my gosh.
stream,
I can't
man.
wait to
Th-
see
this
Mason's
stream's already
practice
fun.
yeehaws and after the season starts. Mason, at first
I just
day,
want
I expect great things.
I just want to hear his accent, bro. His attempt at a southern accent. Somebody does that.
Oh man. I can't wait for that opening day of Valley Fair though. Like it's gonna be
Me
so much
too.
fun.
See, it's my tradition for myself that when opening day, like the first time I'm at Valley Fair for a season, when rope drop, I immediately rope drop Steel Venom because like Steel Venom after a long off season just hits different. Like
Really.
very very consistently fun.
So do you plan on going season pass preview and opening day even if they're back-to-back days?
Oh, dude, I don't know, maybe, but I've also been talking to my school friends, and they're planning. They're wanting to do a senior skip day. So then I recommended, hey, how about we skip a day of school and go to Valley Fair together? So
Oh, that'd be
maybe,
fun.
yeah.
I plan on working the first day of Valley Fair. Not the season pass preview, but the first day. I think the first day is always the most fun to work, other than the last day. The last day is also the most fun to work. Not because you're like excited to leave, but because it's like the energy is just different. If y'all have been there the last day of operation at Valley Fair, come to Renegade or Wild Thing or any of the major coasters and just feel the energy. Like it is insane how exciting it feels.
And maybe for some after close rides.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. We sent Renegade Mike around like 3 more times after the park closed. It was amazing.
No one, nothing will ever top that Ace event at Valley Fair where we had like 30-minute ERT after close.
Oh yeah, that
Dude,
was a lot of
that was
fun.
so fun. That was so
That day
fun.
was amazing. I was
It
really
was.
tired that day too because I think I just got back from a Cedar Point trip that day. Not that the
Mm,
day, but the day before, and then I had to get up early to come to Valley Fair early for the morning tour. That was rough, but it was worth it. It was a lot of fun. I think we vlogged that day too, didn't we?
yeah. I don't think I posted it though.
No,
Wow.
I don't think you posted it.
Because oh, dude, 'cause I think I spent like 2 hours at the water park.
Yeah, you did. You
we
spent
all
a lot of
we
time
all
at the
like
water park.
split up.
You were like, "It's my first time at the water park, and I've been coming here for years."
Yeah. I mean, it was a pretty decent water park. I just think the placement of the water park is like one of the most stupidest things Valley Fair's ever done.
I think at the time though it was a really smart placement because if you think about it, when they first made the water park, that was the back of the park, so it made sense.
Oh
Then they
yeah,
built
because
everything
Excalibur
around
came
it.
after.
Yep, then they built
Yeah,
everything around it.
yeah. I'm always wondering why Excalibur was put there.
Probably because
Oh
that's where
no,
the
because
space.
the
Well, I don't
highway.
think you know. I don't know if you know this, but Excalibur was originally supposed to go to Cedar Point, and then they wanted Magnum instead.
What?
Yeah,
What?
I was recently told this.
Excalibur?
I think it was either from Calvin or Mason, but I remember it was one of those two.
Can you imagine seeing Excalibur right next to Gemini at Cedar
Yeah,
Point?
that'd be the weirdest thing. That would be the weirdest thing. It's probably why they wanted Magnum because Excalibur does not make sense at Cedar Point.
So would Valley Fair get Magnum then?
No, I think they
Oh
wanted Magnum
no.
at Cedar Point regardless.
Oh no. I would have totally traded Excalibur for Magnum.
Yeah, so would I, honestly. But I like that we have Excalibur. Excalibur's a great ride. I love operating that ride, and I love riding it. Marathoning it is the best. We have a few comments that we've been kind of skipping over here.
Yeah. See, which one should we stop or start with?
Let's start with history and leisure. Also out of college, but struggling to find work. Didn't go back to Cedar Point in 22. Sesame Place, 45 minutes away. No way in hell I'd want to commute that. Nice. I don't know how to respond
Yeah,
to that. I'm
45
sorry.
minutes. 45 minutes is a long drive.
I commute about an hour every day
Oh
to
yeah,
Valley Fair. I commute an
you are
hour every day to
crazy.
Valley Fair, and I love it.
Gas money
Um,
though, I mean.
hey, Valley Fair pays it off. I get paid $17 an hour at Valley Fair. It only costs me like $30, $40 to fill up my tank. So in
Oh yeah,
reality,
because you have a Honda Civic.
I work. I actually drive an Accord, but if I
Oh
just
damn.
work one day, it pays for like a week's worth of gas. So I'd say it's worth it. Um, I'm gonna come opening day. Sweet. I'm excited to see you there. Um, it would be too similar to Gemini. Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Excalibur is way too similar to Gemini.
I
Mason
mean,
says not to
Excalibur's
hype it
more
up.
intense, but
Oh yeah, Excalibur is way more intense. Not to hype it up too much. I know I'm super lucky and privileged to have this opportunity, but I'm gonna have one of the craziest coaster years any enthusiast ever had. There will be 20
uh,
plus vlogs. Mason, I'm very excited to see all your vlogs on your channel, and hopefully that I'm in some of them because it's fun being in vlogs.
so is this like an in-country type trip, Mason, or is like a nat or like a international one?
I
Like, are
think
you going to Europe?
Mason said he's going somewhere, but I'm gonna let Mason comment because I'm not too sure where he said he's going. So Mason, comment where you're going in the comments. I'm excited to see what you said.
Meanwhile, I'll be at Michigan's Adventure.
Yep, and I'll be at Valley Fair.
Oh, dude. Watch the water park at Michigan's Adventure be better than the dry park.
Oh, it probably is. That's the only reason why they get people there.
Oh.
Nurse 6000 says $17 an hour now. Didn't Valley Fair used to be a minimum wage? Honestly, I don't know. I'm pretty sure it's been 17 for the past 4 years now. I mean, I don't know when they started doing that. I know for a while actually they were doing something like they get a dollar raise if you came back after 2021 or something. So some people are making 18 in last year. Some people are making 18 this year. And if you transfer from Valley Fair to Cedar Point as a returning associate, so if you worked a season at Valley Fair, then went to Cedar Point, then you can get up to $20 an hour, which is actually insane.
Wow.
Yeah,
That is pretty insane.
it is.
All right.
Mason says, ready for the list of parks? Yes, we are.
Oh boy, it's gonna be a big comment coming up, guys. Get ready.
North Star Coasters, did you know Renegade is getting retracked?
Yes, I did. Thanks to Mason's video he posted like 2 days ago.
I actually, some of you probably don't know this, but so Renegade actually started getting the retrack around the beginning of October last year. So when the park was still open, and I was actually one of the very first riders on the retrack of the first drop. When they were doing morning testing, I was the very first test rider to experience the flat track or like the smooth track on the very first drop in October.
Ooh,
It's
look at
actually
you.
it was really smooth. I loved it. The ride was running insane that morning.
Dude, I wish I could have been experiencing that because Renegade last year was slow.
Slay the Midwest Coaster says, I miss Kyle so much. Um, miss you too. I don't remember who you are because I don't know people's usernames, but I missed all the guests coming by Excalibur Renegade. That was a lot of fun last year.
Oh, Sister and Leisure says that Michigan's Adventures Water Park is better than Cedar Point Shores, which is actually kind of impressive.
Yeah, I actually believe it. From what I've been told, Michigan's Adventure like only gets people coming into the park because of the water park. Like if they shut down the dry park, like nobody would notice. Like they're if they shut down the water park, nobody shows up to the park. Like it's insane how much the water park is actually like driving the profits of that park. It's crazy.
Kind of also speaking of water parks, sorry, this is gonna be off topic just a little bit, but why did Cedar Fair close the Wildwater Kingdom that used to be, or across from the what's it called, the defunct park in Aurora,
Geauga
Ohio?
Lake.
Yeah,
You're thinking
Jaga
of,
Lake. That's it. What
honestly, I don't
closed
know.
the water park?
I wonder if it's the same reason why they closed the park. Too much competition between Kings Island and Cedar Point.
Yeah, but it's a
But I don't
water
know.
park.
Yeah, but they see it they see it as a park still, just like all the other parks. We got Mason's list. We got
Oh boy.
Mason's list. I'm gonna
Oh
click on
boy.
it. Let's name them all off. Speed run it here. No, I'm just
Oh,
kidding.
Silver Dollar
SDC.
City, King's
Mason's going to
Dominion.
Silver Dollar City next week. I know that one for sure. Yup.
Busch Gardens, Williamsburg, Wallaby Holland. Yes, I knew you were going to go international. Six Flags Great America. Hey, I'll be there too. Worlds of
Worlds
Fun,
of Fun.
Adventureland, Adventureland,
Kittyland.
Kittyland.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Kittyland. That's that's the trip that we may or may not be going on together.
Oh boy. Oh
Uh,
boy. Oh
we're
boy.
trying to do the Minnesota Coasters speed run challenge to get all the roller coasters in Minnesota.
So is that why you're going to Paul Bunyan too?
Yep, that's exactly why he's going there. Lost Island,
Oh.
Arnold's Park, Mount Olympus, Little America, and Bay Beach. That's part one. There's more.
Oh boy.
Oh no.
Oh, Kyle. Got
Yay! Thank you so
some
much.
appreciation in the chat.
No, it's I'm not. I want to say this, but like without sounding like so braggy, but it comes down to a great worker, just any worker is. It comes down to if you love your job or not. And like I've noticed a lot with like Valley Fair workers is they're there to just get paid, and I'm there to have fun. Like I don't care how much Valley Fair pays me. I will show up and have fun with the job because I love it. It's just a fun job to have.
Yeah. Kyle has
And
good advice, guys.
no, I don't. Don't listen to me.
A wise renegade Kyle once said.
No.
All right, I got Mason's more Mason's Parks, Dollywood,
Oh,
Kentucky Kingdom, Holiday World, Energylandia. Okay, okay.
wait, how do you say that?
I don't know. I don't know.
Legulandia? Legulandia? I don't even know how you say that. Fantasialand, Holiday Park, Europa Park, Kennywood, America, Hershey Park, Knoebels, Donny Park, Sesame Place. Is there a part 3? I
Oh
swear to
my
God, if there's a
word.
part 3.
Dude, I'm actually really curious about Dorney Park too. I'm like I've been so curious about all the smaller Cedar Fair parks ever since I got into roller coasters because they're so similar to Valley Fair yet so different sometimes. It just really fascinates me.
Heduka Days at Europa, don't miss the show in Spain. I wish Kyle was old enough to. I wish I was old enough to work with Kyle. Oh, thanks. Honestly, if I was allowed to, I would show Thuzies the panel to Excalibur because that ride is honestly a treat to operate. Like some people think it's just the roller coaster that's fun, but like no, it's a whole like experience operating a roller coaster. Like it's like if you've ever driven a car, it's just like that. Like yeah, there's a whole bunch of like training process. Like I have to go through like 2 weeks worth of training at Valley Fair just to like operate Excalibur. Like it's ridiculous. But like the experience of it, like all the buttons you can push and all the settings in the panel, it's great. I love it
All
so
the
much.
bush, all the buttons you can push.
Literally, it's so much fun. One time, I have a story. One time we went down for a thunderstorm. Like I could see it rolling, and it was. But we had a bunch of people chilling out in the station, just waiting for the storm to pass. And one time, I just spammed the restraint button, and it spammed, locked, and unlocked the restraint. I watched the little bar mechanism just go up and down like repeatedly. It was hilarious. And then I was just like, don't tell my management that I did that.
He's just like, it's just a big button I can push for just for fun.
Yeah, don't
Yeah.
tell maintenance I did that. I may or may not be breaking their ride.
See, this is why Kyle secretly wants people to be on their phone on the chain lift because he wants to hit that big E stop button.
Oh, I do. Well, actually, we don't hit the E stop button. We hit the lift stop button, and then I love yelling at
Oh,
people for
okay.
bringing out their phones. That is another fun part when people bring out their phones because they think it's a great time to do that. No, no, don't do that. Don't bring out your phone.
Yeah, please don't do
That's a
that.
especially if you're my friend bringing a phone on the ride. That's a good way to end up on my naughty list. So don't bring out your phone, even if you think it's funny. Don't bring it out. I promise you, I will stop the ride for you and I will get you kicked out of the park, especially if I know you. So don't do
And
that.
it's not worth the TikTok, kids. Okay, so just
It's
don't
really
even
not.
try.
It's not worth your own life either. That's actually the more important thing. Bringing out your
Yeah,
phone
it's
is
dangerous,
not
guys.
worth your own life or other people's around you. So don't do it.
Like I think it's like over 90% of the accidents at theme parks are because of people having their phones on and hitting someone in the face. Like it's
Yep.
just really stupid.
Yep, it is.
Oh, and we got one more park from Mason. That's part
Gold
3.
Reefs. Mason, why are you
Just-
going to South Africa for one park?
Oh, I've already
Wait,
been on a South African roller coaster. It's called
isn't Gold Reef
Nupuko
City
at Lost Island.
isn't Gold Reef City the place where Eltor Orion vlogged the one Vekoma SLC and then the kiddie coaster you went around like 3 times on?
No, it wasn't that. It was a park that Lost Island got their SLC from, right? I
No,
think it
because
was.
Eltor Orion uploaded the video recently, I
Oh,
think.
okay. Okay.
Yeah.
I knew the ones Lost Island came from a park in South Africa. So I
I
mean,
mean,
South
maybe
Africa
it could
loves
have. I guess I
SLCs, I
don't.
guess.
Oh, it was
Oh, yeah.
Egypt. I see Mason's comment. It was Egypt. Okay, never mind. Just kidding. So maybe you're right, Micah. Maybe you're right.
Maybe I am right. Maybe I
I'm
am.
sorry, guys. I don't know.
For once, guys.
I'm not well versed in the worst roller coaster in the world. So you know.
Dude, Nupuko is so close to being tolerable, but that one inversion just like shuffling you back and forth against the seat it's the little things that really screw it up. So
I think we missed a few comments. Like scrolling up.
oh yeah, we definitely did.
Slay the Midwest person said that they were on that day that I was messing with the buttons. Yeah, I'm not surprised. I think I did that more than one day, to be honest.
There was a few times, guys. There was a few times.
Last time on WT, I'm guessing that's a wild thing. If you want to nurse 6000 said this. People in front of me were on their phone the entire time, and I was expecting to get hit in the face. You know what I say to that? You know what I say to that? This is something I probably shouldn't tell people to do, but I kind of want to do it because part of me wants to do this. But like, if you ever see someone on their phone and you can reach them, just like accidentally, in quotations, just knock it out of their hand. Like, don't actually do it, but like, I kind of want to do it, you know? Because
Dude,
like that's the only way they're gonna learn. That's the only way people are gonna learn.
if I'm really pissed off one day, I will do that.
Oh yeah, as a guest, I've been close to doing that to like people around me, just like accidentally knocking phones out of people's hands in the middle of the ride. Like, oops, my bad.
Oh, maybe you shouldn't bite your phone out in the first place.
Yeah, literally, you shouldn't have. Sounds like an issue and not an issue me. Oh man.
I think
Kyle, has
I think
anyone asked you to operate Excalibur? I mean, my team lead did when we needed people to go into position, if that's what you're asking. I'm not really sure what kind of answer you're looking for on that one.
Oh, so History and Leisure knows where the SLC at Lost Island came from. Rentanga Junction. I think I pronounced that right, but
Chris said, "Okay, I'm home now, so I can participate in a little more in the disappointment that we call a stream." Chris,
I'm gonna
it's
put
only
that in quotation marks and put that in
Chris.
like my advertisements for the next episode.
It's only a disappointment because Chris is watching. That's the real reason.
Chris. Oh. I remember I was on a Wild Thing and someone dropped their phone while making a TikTok. Honestly, I don't feel bad for them. Serves
That
them
was
right.
well deserved. The person who dropped their phone, that was well deserved. Them. Don't put your
A, they were
phone
on
out.
TikTok. No, A, they had their phone out, and B, they're using TikTok. So yeah, they definitely deserve
Yeah,
that.
their first mistake was using TikTok. I'm just kidding. For those of you out there, I don't have a TikTok. Don't go looking for me.
Yeah, me neither, guys. I don't have TikTok.
Chris says, "All right, I'm gonna see myself out. Bye, bye, Chris."
Bye, Chris. Thanks for joining on this disappointment we call a
By the way,
stream.
guys, who scrapped this Corkscrew Chris? You've probably seen him in the Valley Fair vlogs like once.
Yeah. Hello there.
He has the weird looking glasses. If any of you have a
The alien
picture of,
glasses.
yeah, the alien glasses.
Wait, do you still have that picture of him? Like,
I do on my phone.
that one's so good.
If you guys go to
Oh.
Who'scraft's channel, actually, and his latest video was edited by me, at the very end, I have a clip of him at Valley Fair in those glasses getting shot with a bunch of guns. So if you want to see that clip, go to his channel and watch that. But don't if you're going to close out of the stream. Stay on the stream. Oh, Calvin and Mason are playing Ghost Blasters together.
And do you see what Calvin commented?
Well, Calvin, I hope to tell you that I'm actually a god at Ghost Blasters. With my hold up, let me pull up log ride. Let's see my high score.
Oh, he has log rides for every single time he goes.
I do.
He's in it, bro.
Then I gotta find it. Parks. Gotta go find. Where is it? Where is it? Nickelodeon Universe. Let's see.
I think I remember Calvin telling me that he was way better at Mason at Ghost Blasters.
My highest score, unfortunately, is 2,260. If one of you can beat that score, I will give you a pat on the back and rub your head.
Oh, isn't that worth that worth that?
No,
Dude,
it's
I
worth it, I
remember
promise.
on Flooded Mine, my gun was broken. Every time I would try to shoot something, nothing came about. Then Kyle over here is just clicking his trigger. He's getting like pointing it at the ground literally and getting like what, like 1,000
I
points
was
for every
yeah, I was
single
getting
click.
1,000 points per shot. I was like a god at that. I was so good at
So
Flooded
dumb,
Mine,
so
just
dumb.
shooting everything. I was shooting the guy next to me, aka Micah, and I was getting 1,000 points. Like that's how good I was. Like I was able to just shoot the ride operator and get 1,000 points. Like I was so good at that ride.
And he was shooting the dispatch button, so there were a few block checks that day, but
Oh, one time I actually managed to e-stop Excalibur on accident. Do you guys all know about that story? I don't think that you do. It was
I don't know about the
it's
story,
kind
Kyle.
of an underwhelming story to be honest, but this is really what happened. I was standing at the remote dispatch spot on Excalibur, and I accidentally dragged my finger across the e-stop button, not thinking anything of it. Like I barely, like with a hair, touched it, like barely touched it. I didn't press it in or anything. And I was just standing there and I was like waiting for the train to get back, and all of a sudden I hear the panel start beeping from across the station. I'm like, "Oh God, what happened this time?" And then I see the train come to a dead stop on the first set of trims when it hits that breaker, like right before the transfer track. I'm like, "Oh, look at that! It's been e-stopped." And then the person at the controls looks at me and goes, "Kyle, why did you press e-stop?" And I go, "I didn't. See, it's out." And then the ride had to go down for like 10 minutes because maintenance had to come reset everything and get the train like moving again. Yeah, that was kind of
Way to go,
embarrassing. Everyone
Kyle.
kept asking me, they're like, "Kyle, why did you e-stop? Was there any reason to even maintenance was like, was there a reason to e-stop?" Like, no, I didn't even press it. And the maintenance thought it was in. I was like, it's not pressed. It's actually like all the way out. But yeah. Do you guys know how an e-stop button works, actually, for those of you
No,
who don't
is
operate
it like a
rides?
spring? Is it like a big spring like
No, so the e-stop button is more of like a light switch actually, where you push it down and it stays down, and it completely cuts power to the entire ride, and then you actually have to grab the button and pull it all the way out, and pulling it back out does not reset everything. It actually stays e-stopped once you pull it back out. You actually have to like put in a maintenance key and go through like a bunch of like menus and like resets to actually like undo the e-stop. You have to like turn the ride completely off with like a startup key and everything, and then get the ride back on. I mean, that's just Excalibur, but I do know that every other ride at Valley Fair has the same thing with e-stop. It's the buttons all the same. Every ride is the same like e-stop mechanism. Every ride has its own way of resetting itself after an e-stop, but you can't reset it by just pulling the button out. That's actually the
Interesting.
same
Interesting. I
button
never
as a
knew
lift
that.
stop button. The lift stop button is also the same way, but this time it's easier. Once you pull it out and press the lift start button, it goes right back to going as it normally goes.
Cool.
My friend,
Remember on October 23rd when Steve Venom broke down? There was plenty of times when Steve Venom broke down this
yeah, it was
last
it
year.
was down like most of the year. It wasn't just that day, but yeah, it was down like most of the day.
All right, what was the other
Does
comment?
the crowd know what happened with with Steel Venom? Like why it was down so much? I don't think they
He kept
know.
throwing faults, right?
Well, yeah, but like with the actual problem itself,
The brakes,
no, it wasn't.
the
All right,
wicked twister parts.
no. So actually, when Intamin came in and redid the panel, they mistimed the gates. So the entire time, Steel Venom was down for the entire season because the gates were mistimed, and then they fixed it like 3 weeks before the park closed for the year, and then it was operating just fine for the rest of the season.
Yeah. Wow. So it was just they just misinterpreted the gate thing, and they just oh, wow. Okay,
Well,
who screwed
in
that up?
Intamin's like horrible with Cedar Fair. Like they're like a bunch of siblings that like don't get along. Like whenever Intamin comes to Valley Fair, like it's a standoff essentially. Like they don't Intamin does the bare minimum to get Steel Venom working, and then they just dip. Like it's ridiculous.
Wow. Come on, Intamin.
But yeah. All right, so we got some more comments over here. My friend got stopped in Excalibur one time. His other friend started crying, and it was a funny story. I love when people say they get stopped on a roller coaster because like it's different the kind of stops. Like when you get stopped on the lift hill, it's not broken. I know you guys don't know that, or you guys know that, but
Yeah.
the GP don't, and it's kind of funny.
Eh,
But there's really
And
no
then they
big
go
deal when you
online
stop
and
on the
like
lift.
and then like after the ride, they like go online and go, guys, I almost died on a roller coaster. We got stopped and something was definitely wrong.
Oh yeah, every time the roller coaster stops in the lift hill, the GP think it someone died. Like it's ridiculous.
Even though the ride hasn't actually started yet, but
Literally. I'm gonna assume it was the exit gate. No, it was actually the entrance gates. Three coaster or three idiots that played Roblox. It was the entrance gates. They were just timed wrong. The exit gate actually doesn't really affect the ride. I don't operate Steel Venom, but I have a friend who does, and I don't. He hasn't said anything on it. I'm not sure, but I know like I'm gonna use Excalibur for an example because that's the ride I know. Um, the only thing the exit gate does is when it closes, it just sends a magnetic signal to the panel that's saying it's closed. It doesn't actually do anything with the actual ride. I think Venom's the same way. It just locks itself, prevents it from opening again.
interesting. Those launch coasters be weird.
Yeah, every ride operates different though, so it's different. Mason's talking about how he was on the same train as the day that it broke down.
Dude, that's actually crazy.
That is kind of a scary thing that
Yeah,
happened. Like
that is really scary.
I don't know what I would do if that happened to a ride that I was operating. Like, I don't know what I would
Ooh,
do.
ooh,
No idea.
yeah, right. Really scary stuff there. But they're gonna zamp it.
Yeah, they're gonna zamp it. Oh yeah, the North Star Coaster's trademark name, Zamp it.
Yes, indeed. Oh, all right. Oh, he was on the second train. Wow. So he was like
Mason, is there a need for
there.
caps? I'm just kidding.
All
Oh, the
right.
creek called after what happened.
And History and Leisure was working there. I was sent over to the dragster midway, met Zach and Maria of Theme Park Media after my lunch. Oh,
Slay the Midwest Coaster enthusiast says Tommy broke it. I totally agree with that. I think Tommy did break it. I like to blame things on Tommy. None of you here know who Tommy is, but I like to blame Tommy for everything at Steel Venom. It's either Tommy or Scott.
I'm pretty sure I've heard that name before, Scott.
Scott,
For ride operators.
he's yeah, he's friends with Keegan and I. We worked at
Cool.
Valley Fair together.
Oh yeah, didn't I see him at Nickelodeon Universe that one time?
Yeah, he works at Nickelodeon.
Yeah,
Scott's an operator at Nickelodeon Universe.
cool guy, cool guy.
He's a really cool guy. I was about to get on Iron Gwazi when it broke down and it was raining hard that day, so I couldn't get on anything. Oh, that sucks.
Yeah, that's
That's kind
like
of like I feel like at a park that closes its rides due to rain should give out like refund tickets because like
oh no, that actually happened to me when I was at Six Flags over Texas the first day. Like it really didn't matter because I had a season pass for Six Flags, but the first day I went to Six Flags over Texas, it was like it was like a really intense storm. I remember I was like hiding out in the station for New Texas Giant, and they called it quits. Like, okay, everyone out of the park, we're gonna close early. Didn't open a single ride up, and they gave us complimentary tickets as we walked out, which didn't really matter to me because like I had a season pass, so no harm, no foul. The good thing though was I was in town the next day, so I didn't miss out on Six Flags over Texas. I would have been so mad
yeah, that would suck if you missed it.
because
Alright.
Shockwave is actually a really good ride.
Yeah. Does anyone have any questions for either of us?
Yeah, the Q&A, the Q&A section.
The Q's and A's. That reminds me of that one section or that one part of Young Sheldon, if anyone's watched it. It's like, didn't you stay for the Q&A? And Sheldon's like, I didn't have any Q's, therefore I need to know A's.
Oh, dude,
I love
is
that
that show
show.
still a thing or
Oh
did they
yeah.
like end it?
Oh yeah. I
Oh,
still watch
I
that show.
haven't
I
heard
love that
squat
show.
about it.
It's probably died off like every other show that comes out after 5 seasons.
Yeah, every single sitcom.
Oh, we got a question. We got a question. Gam Edit says,
Where?
rank all the coasters at Valley Fair.
Oh boy, here we go.
Do you
Don't
want,
even get
okay,
me
which one of
started.
us do you want? Which one? Or should we just both of us rank them?
Kyle, go ahead. I'm pretty
Oh,
sure they've
you.
heard me talk about this before on my channel.
Yeah,
So,
you can watch Micah's vlog on ranking them. I'll rank them. I would say obviously Cosmic Coaster at the bottom, and then Mad Mouse, and then Corkscrew, then High Roller, then what else we got? Wild Thing, Steel Venom, Renegade, and Excalibur. But Renegade and Excalibur like trade places. Like either one can be number one, depending on the day, depending on how I'm feeling. Because I have bias because I operate Excalibur, but I also operate
yeah, we have
Renegade. For those of
we
you who
know, we
don't
know.
know,
Oh yeah, so some days he does actually operate Renegade along with Keegan and it's
Keegan and well now Mason's gonna be operating Renegade.
yeah, Mason's the team leader.
Oh yeah. I will not be answering how old I am. Ask me that in person, and I may or may not answer.
Let's see. North Star Coasters. What is your top bucket list park you have? There is a lot of them because I haven't actually been to that many bucket list parks besides like Cedar Point. Let's see. Probably Six Flags looks like one of the most insane things I've ever seen. So I really want to ride it. Also, my camera looks like it's supposed to run out of battery. If I can see the icon over there. Hopefully it stays alive for just a few more.
Power through, strap, or as Corkscrew Chris's favorite saying, strap in and feel the G's.
Strap in and feel the G's.
Slay
Or
the Midwest Coaster Enthusiast asks, how long have I been working at Valley Fair? I've been working for one season. I'm going into my second season at Valley Fair.
he's a veteran now, guys.
Oh yeah, hardcore veteran. Not really. No, I'm actually really excited for this season. Like I can't tell you how excited I am to like see everybody every day and just like come in and just make everybody's day a great day.
And would you look at that? My camera died from out of batteries. Great. So
Oh
now it's just
no,
both our profile pics, guys.
we got Snoopy.
Yeah, on the surfboard. Dude, this is the best profile pic you could ever have. No offense, Kyle.
Oh well, probably. Yeah, mine's just a random picture of me in like 2021 or something, riding Renegade by myself, unfortunately. But Corkscrew Chris
Who
took the
took that
picture.
picture? Okay, I was gonna
Yeah,
say
it's Corkscrew Chris who took the picture on his
you didn't have
Samsung
your
Galaxy
phone out,
S10.
right?
No, he was doing it from the exit.
Yeah, I can see if is it turning out of the station?
Yep, that's right out of the station.
Okay, that's what I
It's
thought. That's what I
actually
thought.
there's a video. That's actually from a video. It's just a screenshot from a video I don't have the video. It's somewhere in my camera roll. It's old.
All right, I'm gonna go see if my camera will actually work if I go over there and like tinker around with it. So I'll be
While
right
Mike is
back.
doing that, does anyone have any questions for me? Just gonna
No.
wait for them to appear. No. Just so everyone's aware, I didn't study, so don't ask me any hard questions. I'm just kidding.
All right, so my B cam has 2% left of battery left. I did not charge my cameras before this. This is not good.
Micah, you gotta be prepared.
I know. I
Hopefully
thought I
next
was,
time I can
dude.
show up in person and then we can you guys can see both of us at the same time. Because I don't have a webcam right now, unfortunately. Mason's
What do you
question is, I want to
do?
ride an RMC right now. That's not much of a question, Mason, but you know what? I agree with you. We all want to ride an RMC. Someone asks, what coaster type do you think Valley Fair's new coaster is going to be? Well, I was actually there the same day that Micah and Mason were there for the winter chill out event thing or
I
whatever they're
wasn't
calling it.
there.
Oh, that's right, you weren't there. Sorry, I kind of forgot about that. The Valley Fair Freeze, I think is what they're calling it. Um,
Yeah.
I'm not really sure, but I do have a few inside sources from friends that so the end of the event, we actually got a poll to people who just went. We could vote in what roller coasters that we wanted to see at Valley Fair, just to see what they thought the enthusiasts wanted. But from what I've been told by a few people in Ace, is that who speaks to Raul, the manager of Valley Fair, directly, is that if Raul wants his way, we will probably be getting an RMC Raptor, a custom layout one, and then if he doesn't and Cedar Fair corporate gets their way, we will probably be getting a custom layout of a B&M invert.
Which I'd rather have the B&M invert now and get the RMC Raptor later.
Honestly, after riding Railblazer, I don't know which one would be better. I like Railblazer, don't get me wrong, but it's like kind of uncomfortable to ride, and it can be too intense after a few rides, and I feel like something like Renegade and Excalibur is just better on the intensity scale.
See, I just want massive inversions. That's what
Yeah,
I
so
want.
do I. I kind of want like the BNM invert a little bit more. I think it just makes more sense with like capacity and everything. Especially if they talked about how the park is like planning on a massive expansion to like just accommodate for more people. So I think the BNM invert would just work better. Um, and then after that, Gam Edit says rank all the RMCs you've ridden. Hold on, let me pull up RCDB so I can actually like do this accurately. What I have listed
Wait,
because I've
Kyle, do you remember on the road on the trip to Sodar City where we like literally named every single RMC and like without looking?
oh my gosh, yes, that was so much fun.
Mason was there. He was the one quizzing us.
Okay, so my RMC's ranked. I've got Steel Vengeance, Twisted Colossus, Lightning Rod, Outlaw Run, Railblazer, Joker. Sorry, I'm trying to scroll through it. And Goliath. I think that's all of them. I think. If I'm missing any, I'll probably correct it later. Scrolling through it again. Yeah, that's my rankings so far. Don't question me on my rankings. It's about how I like to ride roller coasters. What's the next question? We got Kyle. Have you ever encountered annoying GP? Oh, all the time. Working at Valley Fair all the time. But honestly, the best thing you could do is just treat him like every other person. Just, treat others the way you want to be treated. So when they say stupid things, just ignore them and keep moving on and just encourage them to have fun and all that. There's not really much you can do with annoying GP unless you're there as a guest and you really feel like engaging with them. But as someone who works at Valley Fair, you kind of have to engage with them, and you just have to like push past. And usually, what I do is like if I'm doing like trivia at Excalibur, which I like to do, is sometimes when people say stupid things, I make jokes out of it, and people just love that. They eat it right up.
It worked. It worked. It worked. It worked. It
Yay! It
worked.
worked. Mason's or not Mason. Oh
But
my god.
the battery on this battery I put in is also not 100%. So hopefully this
Well,
gets through the
hopefully.
rest of the stream.
Oh yeah. Mason, yeah, I have been on more RMCs than Mason, but I feel like that's probably going to be changing soon because Mason's going on way more trips than I am. and I'm gonna be making a few returning trips to parks I just enjoy.
Hey yo, Coaster Hour is in the live stream.
I'm sorry, I
Also,
don't know
Coaster
who that is.
Hour, this whole new live stream like branding and advertising is partially inspired off of your um live streams you do with other people, which I've always admired. So thank you for inspiring me, and also you have great live streams. I just want to say that huge fan, huge fan. So thanks for coming to my stream, by the way. I feel very honored.
Slay the Midwest Coast enthusiast says we need to know where Kyle is from. I am from the United States, specifically Minnesota. Next question.
Very vague, very vague.
All
See, if he
right.
said his actual location, that there'd be like hundreds of people like at his house the next day. So we just want to keep them secure, guys. We just want
But here's a
to.
hint. Draw a 1 hour driving radius from Valley Fair, and I'm somewhere in that circle.
That's also very broad, Kyle. Very broad.
And I'm gonna give a corkscrew Chris answer. I am somewhere on Earth.
He would say that. All right, so I'm lost track in the comments again.
Oh, yep.
Do
There,
you
Chris
think?
just said he's from somewhere. Yep, there it is. There's the answer I was looking for.
Yeah, there it is.
He's from somewhere. Oh, Chris.
Strong Arm says though, do you think Six Flags is going to have a strong relationship with Vekoma like they currently have with RMC? Interesting.
I don't know. Do I
It
think
could
they do?
start by just having Six Flags buy a bunch of new age or the newer SLC trains for all their
Something
SLCs
tells
they have
me.
across.
Something tells me they've already had a strong relationship for the past like 20 plus years. I don't think it's
Yeah,
ever
because they
gone
keep adding
away.
boomerangs.
Well, it's not just the boomerangs, but like, isn't SNS a part of Vekoma? Like, aren't they like one of them's a parent to the other? I think, right? Maybe.
Maybe? I don't know.
I feel like I heard that somewhere. So like, they've
Isn't
always
but
had a
SNS
strong
is an
relationship.
American company though? Oh
But I
yeah,
think
because
isn't SNS
wait a
a
minute.
SNS is like a branch of Vekoma, I think, or at some point they
No,
merged or something like that.
SNS is an American company, but they bought assets from Arrow when they went bankrupt, and I think Arrow had some sort of relationship with Vekoma because Vekoma used Arrow track on their boomerangs and SLCs.
Yeah, I think I heard somewhere recently that like SNS is like part of Vekoma or something. Someone can correct us in the comments. Um, someone knows more than I do about that. Yes, someone said Vekoma is a part of SNS. Yeah, okay. So,
Think
like I
it goes
said,
to our
I think like from the past 20 years, I don't think their relationship is ever broken. I think they've always had a strong relationship because the start with all the Vekoma boomerangs and all that. I mean, it's never really gone away. They just been installing SNS rides, which to them is essentially the same thing as a Vekoma. So, you know, as a company, you have to think about like if it's a part of the company, it's all the same company. So,
I'm interested what Six Flags is going to do with mock rides since they just opened Aquaman at over Texas.
yeah, that is definitely interesting. Especially isn't it like the first major mock ride we've seen at a Six Flags park? I
I
think.
think so, yeah. Besides maybe like a
So,
wild mouse, but
I wouldn't really consider that major.
yeah.
But yeah, I don't know where that's gonna go. It's definitely interesting to think about though, because like you could definitely I don't see them investing a lot of money into like the extreme spinners or the hypers. So I don't know.
Yeah, but Coaster Hour over here says Mach is a one and done, which I mean Mach is pretty expensive to buy from. Same with B&M, so
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
yeah.
And I don't think Aquaman's gonna be I don't think Aquaman's gonna be a good friend to reliability either. That ride looks like it's asking to go down all the time. Like it just I can see it sitting there on the plot of land just going Six Flags, I'm going down again. It's just sitting there begging for it to happen. Like
Well, it took them like over like 3+ years to open it up, so
literally, literally.
all right, so yes, SNS did buy Arrow's assets,
Yep, I knew
so
that
that
one.
was also a part of Vekoma, which
Aquaman was purchased under the previous Six Flags regiment. Yeah, that is true. Yeah,
oh
and
yeah, it
with
was. It's been that
and
long.
under Salim's management, I don't think Six Flags is going to be going more into the thrill ride section, as we all know. So it's definitely a toss up. It could happen, but I don't see it. It's a 50-50 shot at this point.
I still can't believe that Mason's at Nickelodeon University. He's watching this stream.
Literally the worst park in Minnesota. And look, Kittyland is in the same state. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. No, Kittyland's probably not
Log
as good
shoot though,
as.
log shoot.
Yeah, Log is the only thing that bring in Nickelodeon Universe is the second best, literally.
Oh, okay. So apparently Arrow taught Vekoma how to build rides. SNS bought Vekoma. SNS was bought by Sansei. Sansei bought Vekoma.
Yep. Yep, that makes sense.
That is one heck of a family right there.
Dude, I can't wait to make more knockoff Coaster Idiots videos. Those are so much fun to make.
Those are kind of fun to make, and just like for me to edit them and put like all these like memes in them and just make them like making the weirdest stuff ever. But
The amount of stuff that we did for content was stupid.
we got really desperate.
Look, that Saturday when we were doing literally nothing was it was hard. It was hard to make content, especially
It
like
was.
you can tell the start of the vlog of part 2 that you were just so tired from not getting enough sleep that night and getting up
Oh,
really
dude, I was
early.
so tired.
Oh my
Oh my
gosh.
gosh. Oh, I'm like never been able to sleep well in hotels.
Are any of you in the comments thinking about working at Valley Fair? If you are, you should do it.
Recommend it.
This is not sponsored, but
Yes, not
it
sponsored.
is
If I was
right.
sponsored by Valley Fair, that'd be a
No,
great day.
I do think that like as an enthusiast, there is so many things that you think you know as an enthusiast by just going to amusement parks, but that all changes when you actually get into the industry. When you start working rides, there's so many new things that you learn that you never thought or even considered just being an enthusiast. Like there's so many like you learn so much like mechanically about the roller coaster. You learn so much about operation wise, and that's why people like Elto Orion are really like intelligent on the subject of like problematic roller coasters because you really don't know the industry until you work in it. Like I think what actually is more annoying to me than annoying GP is when I hear enthusiasts talking about how a ride should be operating when they're just spewing nonsense out of their mouth. Like that is
Not
ridiculous
looking
to
at
me.
me.
Or like when enthusiasts like tell operators how to do their job. Like that is ridiculous to me. Is when enthusiasts think they know so much about like how roller coasters work and how this and that works when in reality, like as someone who's been in the actual roller coasters working on them, like it's completely different than what enthusiasts think it is. And some I'm not saying all of them are like this because there is some enthusiasts that do know a little bit how they work, but you don't really know all of it. And you really won't know all of it until you get into the industry. And it does teach you a lot of things. And it's actually really interesting, especially if you love roller coasters. Working with roller coasters is some of the best things a Thuzi can do. And it's amazing. The experiences and new things you'll learn and how many friends you'll meet. And it's just amazing.
Yep. I agree. I also got more comments to talk about, so.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
All right.
Let's get all these.
I think Six Flags will have more thrilling additions in the future. All of these 2023 editions were purchased last minute right before or during IAPA 2022. So I guess they have some stuff in the works, but wait, SNS and Vekoma are separate entities. I told you I screwed up. That's all right. I kind of think like SNS do have some sort of like communication or like some sort of relationship with Vekoma
Oh yeah.
because like
Oh yeah.
because like when a Boomerang needs new parts, I think SNS is like helps them get spare parts. Maybe that's just speculation, but
Yeah, I'm not really sure how that works. I don't really work in an area where we have Vekoma rides.
Coast Driver says, if I didn't live outside of Minneapolis, I'd consider working at Pie Fair. Yeah, he's in California. That's quite the commute.
Oh yeah, yeah. That. Well, even in your situation, you can work at another Cedar Fair park. Like honestly, I would recommend working at Cedar Fair over Six Flags. They're both great. I'm sure I've never worked at Six Flags, but the benefits of working at a Cedar
And my
Fair park
camera's gone now.
is so great. Like if you live next to any Cedar Fair park, do it. It's so much fun. And honestly, they give you a free platinum pass essentially. I mean, it's your employee badge, but it works as the same as a platinum pass. You just can't put fast lane meal plan, but you do get a drink plan with it. So that's a benefit. But like, yeah,
And there goes my camera.
working at a Cedar Fair park is a free platinum pass essentially, so I'd say it's worth it. Also, some people don't know this, but like at Cedar Point, they have like early entry for hotel guests only. The employee badge can actually get you in or with early entry to some Cedar Fair parks.
Okay, excuse me while I go look at my camera again.
I'm just gonna go through some of these comments. I'm
Yeah.
thinking of working at Target. I feel so sad for you. Someone said, "Did all of Renegade get retracked?" No, it did not. Only certain sections of it are getting retracked, unfortunately. If you go check out Minnesota Coaster's video, he actually goes over some of the things that did get retracked, and most of it's actually structure work, because they don't have the money to purchase a full retrack on Renegade. Um, I'm 2.5 hours away from CGA and 4 hours away from KBF, so it's not happening. Oh, that's sad. Well, at least you ride at roller coasters and you enjoy them. Like, you don't have to work at them. I'm just saying, if you want the great experience, you work at them. Maybe around an hour to parks. LOL, I wish Valley Fair would hire me to work like 1 day a week, and I would be like, I will show up for that one shift guaranteed. You know what's funny about that is if you actually do that, they will actually accommodate you for your 1 day a week of work. It's not recommended because you won't get any like leadership or like any like upgrades to your position. But if you really only can work 1 day a week, that is actually some operators they can only work 1 day a week or 2 days a week, and they will accommodate you for that. So if you really, really want to, you can do that. That is something you can do. Coaster hour. I'm 30 minutes from BGT and 1 hour from Orlando. Oh wow. Anyone else have any questions? I'm curious what you guys have questions about. I don't. The only time I've showed up on here is for the vlog. So like, if there's anything like that I've like done or like anything that happened in the vlog that you want like clarification on, I definitely can answer those questions. Oh, interesting, because I don't call in sick, so it'd be a shift they know is covered and they don't have to worry about. Yeah, I wouldn't take my full word on it because not that I have seen it, but it's not like it's pretty rare, and they're probably gonna let you go before like the Halloween season because they're only open like 3 days a week, so that's when availability becomes really really important. And sometimes they might schedule you out of your availability. It's all I don't fully understand how they do their scheduling system, but it's a lot. If Valley Fair were to get an out of the box edition, not B&M or MC, what do you think the park would get? Um, not a B&M or RMC. I'm gonna go with Mason's response saying a mock spinner. I like that idea. That's this very out of pocket, out of the box addition that I definitely do actually see because they do have a good relationship with Mock after Copperhead Strike. The worst they can say is no if I play. Yeah, that is true. The worst they can say is no. But knowing Valley Fair, they won't because they hire thousands of people every year. So I don't think they'll say no. But maybe they will. I don't know. I'm not Valley Fair.
Okay, so my camera overheated. That's why it's chewing through the battery.
Oh, dang. You should get like a camera fan that goes around it and just like blows on it. Because that's what a fan does.
Yeah. I mean, it can usually last like for a whole live stream, but I think we're going a little bit over usual time right now because I usually do like an hour live stream.
Yeah. Let's answer a few more questions and we can pick her up. They will move people to fill demand. Frontier Trail can be fine with one person, but Dragster needs all slots. Cheese sweeps and trash. I don't know what that's commenting on. 1 billion Marble says, to be honest, I kind of want to see a launch Garcelle Infinity. For as cool as that would be, I don't
That
think it's
would
going to
be
happen.
so cool. Oh my
I don't
gosh.
think it's going to happen because, well, Nickelodeon Universe. That's why. That's. I think you know why. Like Nickelodeon Universe.
Yeah.
There's no reason to put in a Infinity. I wish Six Flags or Cedar Point existed in Florida. Tampa, Orlando, right? Dude, you literally have Busch Gardens Tampa. I don't want to hear it from you. You literally have two of the best roller coasters in the world, Velocicoaster and Iron Gwazi, right next door. Don't even. Oh, he wants Cedar Fair Park. I mean, true, but again, you have Busch Gardens, SeaWorld, and Universal right next to you. Like, don't even. That's like I really want a Universal Park in Minnesota. How about that? I want a
That would be
Universal Park
cool.
in Minnesota. That would actually be really cool. It'd be like overpriced as crap though.
Yeah, I'll probably still go to Valley Fair over that though, because of Renegade. But
An Infinity Train looks very different as long as it doesn't have vertical lift or drop. The GP you would just see as a launch coaster. Yeah, that is true. That is very true. But like, I don't know. I don't really see it happening. Mostly because the capacity is bad. Like I know Raptors aren't any better, but like at least Raptors are like really different. I just don't see it for the capacity because Valley Fair needs like a really good capacity ride. Our two best is Excalibur and Wild Thing. Those are the two best capacity roller coasters at the park. And
which is one more reason to get the B&M Invert over the RMC Raptor. I'm just saying.
yes, that is a really good reason. And your launch infinity would be different enough from SpongeBob. I doubt it would stop Valley from pursuing a launch infinity if they were interested. I don't think they're interested because the only one Infinity Cedar Fair's bought is Hang Time. Also, isn't there an Infinity like at Lost Island with Monster as
No,
well?
that's Monsters at Adventureland.
Oh yeah,
Lost
yeah,
Island
yeah.
has Matugani, which is the
Yeah, that's
Infinite
right. Yeah, yeah.
Accelerator.
Sorry, I did misspoke there. I meant Adventureland. Yeah. So there's already one like nearby. Ursula could do 5 road trains for it and have a mid course. See, SpongeBob also has a mid course, and they don't use it. Wild Thing also has a mid course, and they don't use it either. So it really doesn't matter if it has a mid course. Valley Fair is not operationally fast enough to run a low capacity ride with a lot of trains. I'm just gonna tell you that right now. Like it ain't gonna happen. They're gonna need a train with big capacity and at least run 2 of them with like 30 to 36 people per train. That's what they need
Right.
because our operations are not very good.
Yeah, they're okay sometimes.
Yeah, it depends on who's at the ride.
That's true.
Favorite Lay's chip flavor?
Oh, definitely barbecue.
I'm gonna go with the baked ones, the
Oh,
salt.
those are nasty.
I love those things. Those are so good. The crunch is just more.
Actually, yeah, I meant to say dill pickle. Dill pickle is the best.
You like dill pickle chips?
Yeah.
Interesting.
All right, I gotta wrap it up here soon.
All right, let's do 2 more questions. Sound good, Micah?
Yep, we're locking
more
at 2
questions.
questions.
And it looks like our first question showed up. Favorite fast food chain? Subway.
That's a hard one. That's a hard one. We'll be here all night if I try to think through this. Let's see. Would you count Raising Cane's chicken fingers as a fast food chain?
I don't know. I don't actually like eat much fast food. I don't like fast food, so that's why I went with Subway because it's like the
Well, if
healthiest
you
option.
if you ever see a Raising Cane's chicken fingers, you need to eat that stuff. The sauce is the best.
All right, chat. One more question as I hold up Mamba Bar, my favorite candy. Cane's is fast food. Yeah, it is. Subway's puke emoji. Raising Cane's is amazing.
Told you.
Cane's is overrated. You know what else is overrated?
Oh,
Your
give me a
coaster count.
break.
Your favorite coaster is overrated. 1 billion. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh, whoa.
Rose, go to the chat.
And that's when the viewership dropped again.
Oh, our last question just popped up from Nurse 6000. Do you think there is too many rules on safety that slows down operations? Like from my point of view, like staff, like checking the exit gate, opening the state, the storage crates, the waste time. You bring up an amazing question. I like this. That's a great last question to end on because you are right. Yes, there is too many safety rules. So for those of you unaware, Cedar Fair, more specifically Valley Fair. I mean, all Cedar Fair parks do this, but more specifically Valley Fair, we use a thing called IROC, the International Rides Operations, like something. I forget what it stands for. Someone can look it up and see what it stands for. It's essentially a training program that we have to go through, and it tested on it like throughout the year, like audited and everything. It's where we have a set procedure of rules that we have to go through every single time we dispatch a train. And that includes things like checking every single seatbelt and lap bar is in the proper position. The lap bar has to be pushed down, pulled up at the exact same time to make sure that nobody has any hats or any loose articles on them. All phones, bags, keys, all of it are put off to the side. And then before we even dispatch the ride, we have to check our safety zones. And a safety zone is anywhere the people are not allowed to be. So, okay, inside the restricted zones, like the lockout zones, people would doozies usually call them. We call them lockout zones, and we have to check those every single time. We have to scan at least a 180-degree radius in front of us or where we can see. So we have to look out besides that. And then we also have to check the exit gate to make sure it's locked because we don't want people coming into the exit gate. It sounds like a lot of things. We have to check that. And then every position has different things you have to check, like the control panel has to make sure all the gates are closed, the lift hill is running, the train is ready to dispatch, and all the other operators have checked all their safety zones and making sure that all the other things are for sure checked before we can dispatch the train. So yes, I do think there is too many rules, but also it's like it's to make the park look better. And the reason why we have IROC is well, is actually to make cheaper insurance. That's like one of the main reasons, just like seatbelts on all the Valley Fair's roller coasters, is to make insurance cheaper. Because if you can make your park look safer than it really is, then your insurance will go down. IROC doesn't make much of the park safer. It just gives the illusion of being safer because it makes everything checking. But honestly, any other park that doesn't have IROC is just as safe. I'm not saying Valley Fair is not safe. It's just IROC doesn't add any additional safety that you would think it does, but it doesn't. Another thing that most people don't know is out of all the Cedar Fair parks, Valley Fair is actually the safest park according to IROC out of the entire chain. Most people don't know that. And that's why Valley Fair is like really stingy on the rules of checking everything.
I actually didn't know that. I didn't know that they were the safest.
Yep, we are. And that
Well,
Valley Fair
there's
likes
one
to
thing that's
pride
good.
themselves on that. Like Valley Fair prides themselves in the Cedar Fair chain that they're the safest park. And that's why we like double down on all the IROC rules and standards and everything. It's ridiculous. But to appease the guests, it's what we got to do.
Well, that was a great question, and I guess we'll have to leave it
Wait,
off at
one more.
that.
I saw there's another question. Amazing elevators and closets. Kyle, do you stable people in Renegade?
Oh.
No, I don't, but I will if you're annoying. Northern Amusement says IROC International Ride Operator Certification. Yes, that is what it stands for. Thank you, Meve. I mean,
Maybe.
Northern Amusement. I'm sorry. That was mean.
Okay. So, well, thank you guys all for watching this first ever episode of the North Star Coaster Show. Again, this is the first time I'm doing this whole kind of new type of live stream, so there is some stuff to work out, and I will have more features and hopefully some cameras that actually work the entire time the next few episodes coming up. So,
And hopefully
but
I
yeah,
can
I
be
want to.
in person next time, so I'm not just a voice speaking. Y'all can see what I look like
That'd
if
be
you don't
cool.
know.
That'd be really
Well, I
cool.
feel like
The
most people here know what I
actual
look
talk
like
show.
by my profile picture and me at Valley Fair.
Yes, thank you, Renegade Kyle, for joining me on today's stream. It was really a privilege to have you here, and
Yes,
also
thank you for
thank you guys.
inviting me.
Yes, of course, and also, of course, everyone who's watching. Also, thanks a lot. Have a good night, and yeah, we'll end it off at that.
I want to
Bye,
plug
everyone.
something. Can I plug something really quick?
Plug it.
Okay, so doozies out there who play Minecraft Java Edition. This is gonna sound really cringy, but I promise it's cool. Doozies out there that play Minecraft Java Edition. I do host a Minecraft server that has realistic roller coasters on it and operates like real roller coasters. If you're interested, DM me on Instagram. I will definitely hook you up with a Discord and all that because it's actually like really cool. And then hopefully I see you all at Valley Fair this year.
Yep, I hope to see you guys at Valley Fair 2 this year. Also, make sure to also give Kyle a follow on Instagram if you're doing that.
Renegade
So,
Kyle. If you're interested in my YouTube channel, which is about the server, definitely let me know in a DM. I'll probably respond to it.
all right. Well, with that, guys, thank you for watching, I'll see you next time on North Star Coasters. Check out this cool outro.